I mentioned earlier, sometimes we'll stretch the blanket. We do kid and tease people, but we'll never let anybody leave not knowing the truth. But I will tell you one funny story in relationship to that. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people think that we're still the Wild Wild West. They think that we go out and hunt game for food, and some people really believe that. How they do with today's modern technology, the computers and the TVs and all of that, I don't know. It is interesting that people from some areas, the big cities, they don't understand our way of life. I will tell you one funny story about the train. I used to work on the train every day and ride the train. And one day I had a friend come up from Havasupai. His name was James Ugaldi. He was the entertainment director. And he came in full regalia. Now, if you're talking about Native Americans, they don't wear costumes, they wear regalia. So James come up in full regalia, and we had a car on the train called the Chief Keokuk. It was a car that we had leased out of Iowa, and it was named the Chief Keokuk after a Iowa chief up there of the Keokuk Indians. Well, I was going through the train and I was explaining stuff to people about the train and everything, and I was telling these one folks about the luxury car, the Chief Keokuk, was on the back of the train. As I walked through, there was a lady who was eavesdropping on my conversation, and she heard me, and she had seen James get on the car and ride that day. And she said, "Marshall," she said, "I saw that guy." Of course, the real Chief Keokuk died years ago. She didn't quite have her story straight. So I led her to believe, yeah, that's Chief Keokuk. He's back there. He's going to the Grand Canyon. And I told her the story about how they live in the bottom of the canyon and all of the things about that. And she said, "Oh, I would really like to meet him." So when we arrived at the canyon, I took the lady back and introduced him to him. I said, "This is Chief." Of course, he knew what I was doing. "This is Chief Keokuk." And I often wonder what happened when she went back to Iowa and said, "I met Chief Keokuk." That's one I didn't ever tell the quite story to. But